Right there. That's the moment when I realised the eyes I'd just glued in had stuffed me paint job. Up to this point I was stoked with how these lures were looking, and right at the last hurdle the eyes brought it all undone. I was having a crack at a clownfish inspired paint job. I say inspired due to the fact that the colours I ended up using weren't the traditional clownfish colours of white, black and orange, but I did start with a pearl white base. I didn't want the edge of the stripes to be too perfect or clean, so I tore the masking tape down the middle, then applied it so that the torn edges faced out to give a more natural appearance. A layer of fluoro yellow was the base for the coloured stripes, and I laid this down on all exposed sections. Next was fluoro green. Starting on the edges of the masking, and then fading towards the centre of the stripe. I used teal blue metallic for highlights. Having this on the edge of the stripe will help to have real definition between the colour and the white when the tape comes off. Same goes for around the eyes. They look heaps better with the shading around them. There were some patches that I thought were still a little bit too yellow, so I gave them a hit with the teal too. Now peeling back the tape after finishing the coloured stripes. If you've done it right, it's very satisfying. I was pumped with how good the lures were looking to this point. You can clearly see what the design is based on, and I was really happy with how well the colours complemented each other. Now for the eyes. I've been doing a few lures recently with the blank eyes, like zombie eyes. I reckon they've come up a treat. The vision I had for these lures was to do the same thing. The eyes are going to be fluoro green with a teal blue shadow around the outside edge. The theory behind the colour selection was that it would complement what was already happening in the paint job on the lure body. The problem was that when they were glued in, the colours were too similar and the eyes got lost in the paint job. They looked rubbish. So I had one eye glued in, there was no turning back. I just had to glue the rest in and then figure out how I was going to fix it afterwards. I decided that because the complementary coloured eyes weren't the go, the contrasting colour would be better. I went over the green with the black and it ended up saving the lures. The big black eyes give the lures an alien-like appearance. I reckon they're pretty cool. So they ended up being a clownfish alien hybrid. Not what I'd planned at the start, but really happy with the end result.